Hey, it's Pamela, Leadership Marketing Strategist, with your question and answers for this Friday. We've got a couple of great questions. You're really going to want to listen to this recording because the questions that are going to be asked are relevant to everybody in this program. Really, really good stuff. One question on pricing and another on the old way, new way descriptions and how to dial them in. We've got old way, new way descriptions that are about 75% of the way there. And I'm going to talk about how to take them 100% of the way there. All right, first thing though, pricing. So Ashley's asked, I'm wondering what the strategy is and all the pricing of the seven-figure offer and the recurring income offer. Can the seven-figure offer be higher than the monthly recurring income offer price point? And the short version of that, Ashley, is it absolutely can and often is. You know, the seven-figure offer might be $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,500 or something like that, where your recurring income offer might be $1,000 a month, whether for 6 months or 12 months or something like that. So it's not at all uncommon to have the seven-figure offer be higher than the monthly recurring income offer. Now, you went on to ask, though, I'm wondering how people will feel if my 30-day accelerator is $19.99 for the first few people, and my recurring income offer is $2,400, but plan to up this soon. So I don't have a problem with the seven-figure offer being less than the monthly of the recurring income. I do have a challenge with those two price points, $19.99 and then recurring income offer at $2,400. That doesn't make sense because recurring income offer is there. You know, it doesn't have to be 10 to 20K. I'm not telling you have to charge that. I am telling you that you can almost certainly charge 5 times as much for your recurring income offer as you do for your seven-figure offer. And I say that because partly I'm talking about you want the transformation to be bigger. You want the scope to be bigger. You want, you're going from sort of a first date or maybe the first weekend out kind of thing into a marriage proposal. And so it doesn't make sense for the seven-figure offer and the recurring income offer to be that close in price. They're only $500 apart. And so one or the other will probably have a transformational promise that doesn't match that price point. I'm guessing right now that your recurring income offer is really, really underpriced. Or we need to lengthen it or something. But I would say if you're going to sell the seven-figure offer at basically $2,000, $19.99, I wouldn't sell your recurring income offer for any less than $5,000. And really, I'd push for more like $7,500 or something like that at a minimum. You know, that's getting close to that 5x, 5 times. But we can also take a look at the different components of your offer with the two offer sheets and see what kind of transformation, what's the promise and what's the length of time. Promise is more important than the length of time, but still we can compare the two and look at price points. But right now, I think you're setting yourself up for either too much work to put people in a recurring income offer that actually won't bring you the funds that you want. Because you can make a whole business off of front door offers or seven-figure offers. Of course you can. But the whole point is to have a beautiful recurring income offer that's a marriage proposal that you don't have to worry about selling because people have gone through your front door. And that's where all your profit and your good stuff is and your great work with clients and all that. So you really want that recurring income offer to be higher priced. Hope that makes sense. I look forward to discussing it more with you. All right, so Catherine had a question about old way, new way. Now, Catherine's focus, and I'll try to summarize it in my words, is helping women to speak up, be heard, be visible in the workplace so that they can get promotions. That is a poor statement of her offer, but that's kind of what we're dealing with. So the old way that she has here is do great work and hope the right people notice, nonchalantly put your hat in the ring for the next promotion, cross your fingers that your efforts get noticed, basically sort of put your head down, do great work, and just hope that people notice is the old way. Now, I think that's a pretty good description of the old way, probably for her ideal client. I don't have a problem with that. This assumption to bust of great work will get you noticed, even if you don't talk about it or present or speak confidently or anything, is a good assumption to bust because it's not true. And so I think you're great with that with the old way. My concern with the new plan is that anytime you say something that anytime you say something that is something where they go, oh, okay, I can do that on my own, you've lost them as a client. So what Catherine wrote in the new plan is talk about what you're contributing and how, given the opportunity, you could contribute more. Speak confidently that you're the right choice for the upcoming promotions, tying your skills and expertise to the job description. In all communications, focus on the mission and core values of the company and demonstrate your commitment to them at every turn. Those are absolutely great, great things for people to do, great tips, that kind of thing. So and that's why I said this new plan is maybe 75% of the way there. But I could also see somebody reading that and go, oh, okay, well, I get that. I know how to do that. And instead, what I'd like to do is give it a little more pizzazz. Sometimes what I call black box it, which means hide the way that you do something and talk about the outcome of doing it. So in this case with the new plan, if you say, talk about what you're contributing and how, given the opportunity, you could contribute more. I'm going to give these sort of IP type names. So I'm going to say the new plan is the confident contributor plan. I can't spell contributor. The confident contributor plan is the new plan. And so now discover the number one way to talk about what you're doing and how you're contributing so that your value is seen by the higher ups. Now, that tells me that it's going to be something about talking. It's going to be something about the higher ups are going to see me, but you haven't really told me what that number one way is. So I need to come to you to find out more. So that's one thing. Speak confidently that you're the right choice for the upcoming promotions, tying your skills and expertise to the job description. That's what Catherine said. Again, this discover the secrets to speaking confidently about yourself for the upcoming promotions. So instead of just saying speak confidently, you're saying there's a particular way to speak confidently. And, for you, that's working on them on the inside, Catherine. But I don't want to tell them just, try to speak confidently, because then they're going to go out and try, but they haven't done the inner work and it's going to go badly. And they're going to say, well, I tried that, but it didn't work. So discover the secrets to speaking confidently about yourself for upcoming promotions so that you're seen as a great candidate for that, or something like that. So hopefully this is making sense in terms of making it sound like you have the answers. It's not just here's how you do this, but you have the answers on how to do this. And that takes everything to the next level. The third thing that Catherine said in the new plan was, in all communications, you focus on the mission and core values of the company, demonstrate your commitment to them. And I think that's the way to, you can take that and turn it around in the same way that I've talked about the other ones. And the only reason I called it the Confident Contributor Plan was I wanted to give it a name to sort of summarize the fact that this new plan is something different. It is IP. It's Catherine's secret sauce. And that's really just like Elizabeth has 7-figure offer. You have the Confident Contributor Plan. This is something special that you know how to do that's different than what everybody else does out there. All right, those are the 2 questions we've got for this week. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week on the calls and in the Facebook group.